to my channel. I'm Athena, this is Stitching Goddess Designs, and this is a channel about cross stitch. If you're new here, welcome. I hope I'm able to teach you something about cross stitching and enable you somehow. If you're returning, welcome back. I think I'm going to enable some people this week. I have a ton of haul. I was shopping vicariously. I had my own personal shoppers, as you guys know, last week. They were texting me pictures from the different shops that they were at, and my hair is gonna already start bugging me. So I got a haul from all the different places, and that was super exciting. Then on Saturday, and I'm so mad that I did not get pictures. You cannot even understand how mad I am I did not get pictures. Laura and Katie got back like Friday, and then Saturday we went to Reflections. So they went to Reflections with me. I drove, so Katie got a break from driving, and then Carla Rolodex Stitches met us there, and her mom, Rolodex Mama, she met us there too. Or Mama Rolodex, I think that's what she's been calling her, Mama Rolodex. So excited to meet them both. It was an amazing stay at the store. We had 2 hours at the store. That store is by appointment only, so that wasn't on their list of stores that they were going to be stopping at because it's by appointment only, and she only allows so many people in the store at a time. So, anyways, we got to shop together, and then we got to go out to lunch and have lunch together. And it was so funny because I'm like, do you like Mexican? Asking Carla if she likes Mexican food. And she's like, yeah, of course. And then we get there and she's like, I don't like anything spicy. And I don't like beans. And I'm like, why didn't you say that you don't like Mexican? That's so funny. But she really enjoyed her meal. It was a great restaurant and super fun. Reflections is up in Omaha. And I'm going to apologize ahead of time for the coughing. Hopefully this doesn't persist throughout the whole time, because I'm going to be talking the whole time and coughing, and that's just, I may have to pause the video a whole bunch of times. It is definitely sinuses. It's 1000% sinuses that is now drained. It's like so much drainage that it's causing throat irritation. In fact, I was so paranoid about it that I went and got tested this morning, and it was negative. So that's fine. I know it's sinuses, but at the same time, like, people keep going, oh, it's just sinuses. It's just sinuses. And then the next thing you know, I have COVID. So I wanted to just make sure. So it is definitely sinuses. Allergies, whatever. It is in full bloom out here. Weather is warm. Wind is picking up. I think we're supposed to have like a storm tonight. It's getting cloudy and rainy outside. It's not raining yet, but it's getting cloudy out there. So, what else? Easter. Did everybody have a great Easter? Because we had Easter on Sunday for those who celebrate. And we don't do a whole lot. My husband is used to go to church when he was younger. I've never gone to church, so we don't go to church on for Easter or anytime really. But we woke up, we had breakfast, my husband bacon, eggs, and potatoes, and then they found their eggs first. My oldest son is out of town, so he wasn't home, but the 16 and 13-year-old went hunting for eggs. And I got pictures of them in their pajamas hunting out all their eggs around the house. The way we do it here is the Easter Bunny comes and hides the eggs, and then you wake up in the morning and you find the eggs and you get your basket. And usually each person has a different room in the house that they find their eggs in. This is going to be the whole thing. Watch. Oh goodness. Okay. So they found their eggs, and then we had breakfast, And then one tradition that still holds fast is that my husband watches the Ten Commandments every Easter and makes the boys sit and watch it too. So as family, we all just watch the 10 Commandments, and then somewhere around the middle of that, I get up and start making dinner. So we had ham and potatoes, cheesy potatoes, and asparagus and stuff like that. And I still have a ton of leftovers. But it was overall just a quiet day at home. I got a lot of stitching done. Saturday was go because we drove up to Omaha, shopped, ate lunch, drove back, and by the time I got home, I crashed. I was dead tired. And I think as I had been taking like non-drowsy allergy medicine throughout the day, but you know, it says non-drowsy, but really, is it really? Because I feel like I get drowsy every time I take it. So last night I slept for like 10 and a half hours, and that was after taking non-drowsy allergy medicine too. But that's good because my husband was home and he was home to watch the kids, because teenagers need more watching than toddlers. Like, toddlers are like searching out the world and exploring everything, and they're trying to find like hundreds of different ways inside your house that they can kill themselves. I swear to God, they've got to watch every little move. Teenagers are reaching out and exploring the world and trying to find millions of ways that they can kill themselves. It's so much fun. Said no one ever. I've made it through 1. We're getting through number 2. I'm scared for number 3. It's okay. Everybody goes through these, and everybody lives through this. Everybody was a teenager once, and mothers all lived, and it's okay. We're okay. Everything's okay. I need to wear that shirt more often. I have a shirt that says, "It's fine, I'm fine, everything's fine." I keep looking at all of my haul like spread out right here, but we're not going to get to that yet. We're going to do whips first. So, as I said, this is a channel about cross stitch, and I'm going to talk about whips. Last time I talked to you guys last week, I was pretty much done with, let me see. I'm going to turn my phone on airplane mode, because last time we had lots of calls, and I got a pro tip. Turn your phone on airplane mode, and then hopefully your phone doesn't ring, and then your iPad that's connected to the phone won't ring either. And the computer, and all my systems, all of my Apple devices are all like connected, so when the phone starts ringing, everything goes. That's fine. Okay. How many times did I say and okay? Okay? Okay. Okay. Okay, Cracking myself up. I had an amazing shout out. I almost said I had an amazing shout out this last week. I don't know where I've been. I've been living under some sort of rock this whole time. Pumpkin Creek Primitives. I said it again. Now I'm going to be hearing it every time I say it. Pumpkin Creek Primitives shouted me out in her under 1,000 subscribers tag that people are doing, and I totally 1000% appreciate it. Thank you so much. I was watching her for the first time, and now I need to go back and binge, because she has a section where she reads how to understand rap lyrics. I am so here for that. Rap is my life. That's my favorite. That's my go-to, and especially 90s rap. But I mean, I listen to some of the more current stuff too. Not all of it, some of it. And she did I Got 5 on it, and I just loved it. Like the way she was just reading it. There's something about people reading rap lyrics, not actually like rapping it and doing it to music, but just reading it. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever heard like the acapella version of like there's some rap songs out there. There's acapella versions of, and it's just so hilarious. People reading rap lyrics, that should be if it's not already, that should be a thing on YouTube. Anyways, I need that book in my life. That was hilarious. And she's a lot of fun. She was a lot of fun. So I'm going to go back and watch a lot of her videos. And thank you so much, Bobby, for shouting me out. That was awesome. So, okay, let's do some whips. Everything's on the floor next to me, so that's why I'm looking down here. When I saw you guys, I was done with March Madness, stitching 2 whips every day, 2 different whips every single day. It was just insane for the beginning part of the month. Then I switched over to 1 whip a day, and it was still insane. Burnout, total burnout. So I'm back at it. I'm back to my normal routine of whip go whips and 25/7 sprinkled in with some other stuff that I want to work on. So let's do the 25/7. I'm back to 25/7 and I was working on it because so many books, so little time, which is my 25/7 project. If you guys don't know what 25/7 is, that's run by Julie McConnell, the owner of Reflections. She has a Facebook group with a 25/7 challenge. Stitch 25 stitches or minutes on the same project every day until that project is done. So this is what I've been working on. So many books, so little time. It's all kind of tied up in my Q snap here, but you can see it a little bit there. So during March, I got away from that. It was too much to try to do 25 minutes. So that's what I'm doing is 25 minutes. So too much to try to do 25 minutes and then also work on the other 2 whips. And I also stopped working on my model too, which I need to get back at. I have gotten back to. It's in this bag of stuff that I've been working on. So I'm back to working on this 25 minutes a day. I have been filling in a lot of the white. I don't know how well. There, you can kind of see it. A lot of the white pieces around and about. I finally finished off this O, is completely done. I just need to finish off this little part of the B, and the B will be done. Then I can scoot over here and start working on this other O. This is huge, just solid block, just fill in. So it seems like it's slow going because you sit down and you work on it for 25 minutes and you really don't make. I can probably get, depending on how focused I am, I could probably get around 100 stitches in 25 minutes, but 100 stitches right here, it looks like nothing. So hopefully by the time you guys see me again next week, I will have done, well, it'll be 7 days, so 700 stitches-ish. I should definitely have that be done. And definitely some of this O. So that's where this is. So many books is so little time is a pattern on Etsy. Just Google so many books, so little time. Let your fingers do the work. Cross stitch, and you should be able to find it. The designer was not in English, so I don't know how to link who I got this from. But this is my oldest whip from 2019, and it's probably around March-ish, maybe. Because that's when I started Magical Stitches, Harry Potter Magical Stitches, and went down the rabbit hole. This is a 14 count opalescent sparkly Ada. I don't know what colorway, but I love this color. So that's that one. Been working on that. Then what do we have? Oh yeah, this is the pattern for. Oh no, this one no, this is not the one. This is Country Magic Stitch on Etsy. Good thing I found this on this pattern, Country Magic Stitch. I don't have a I don't have an overall picture of it. A big fat liar pants. Boom. That's what it's gonna look like. I'm a hot mess today, guys. Sorry. So that was 25/7 Whip Go. Whip Go for this month is 1,000 stitches on my Haid and 1,000 stitches on my Epic Mario. Epic Mario Through the Ages or something like that. That one is a Sprite Stitch. It's a free pattern on Sprite Stitch. I think converting Mario, which is an 8-bit, I mean, it was an 8-bit, you know, design anyways, to cross stitch was probably really easy, and somebody just easily did that, and it's posted on Sprite Stitch. I will see if I can find the link and post it down below, but in all honesty, let's be truthful here. I probably will forget. If you just Google like Sprite Stitch Epic Mario Through the Ages, you gotta dive. I mean, you gotta be committed, and you gotta want this. You gotta dive a little bit. You will get there, though. I promise. If you are really truly struggling and you've looked and looked and looked and you still can't find it, message me and I'll see if I can help out. I've just got random floss hanging out in this bag, and that kind of concerns me because I don't know what it all goes to. Oh, this one goes to this one. You guys should see the mess I'm working with here. It's okay. Boom! So, here, since this is the first time I'm ever showing this, let me pop this out of the Q-snap. You guys can get everything that I have done so far. So this is what I have done so far. There's a lot of fabric still left over here. So little baby Mario is actually going to be over here because there's a little bit over here. Here, I have the picture showed up over here. I can show you guys exactly what it looks like. Focus. Focus. Phones. Such fun things. Okay. So see, next to where it says ages, there will be a little baby Mario, and it's not a Goomba. Yeah, it is a Goomba. And he'll be running into the mushroom there, and then he gets big over here, which is where I've picked up the pattern. He gets big, and then he gets a fire mushroom, or a fire flower, and then he gets fire power, and then he gets a star, and he turns into fire power with a star. So that's him, like, flashy. And then, what is that the beginning of? Oh, that's the beginning of a life mushroom, I think. Then we switch over to a new kind of, the new style Mario. This is definitely NES, Super Mario Brothers, the original, boom. Now, this is the game I grew up playing. This one right here. And I died over and over and over and over and over. And there's no save option. There's no restart. There's no nothing. Like, you play it through in one setting to the end, or you just don't make it. So the next round was probably Super Mario 2, 3. I don't know if there was a 4 or if it went to 64, but you have all of the different types of Mario. And if my son were here, he could sit here and tell you every single one because he's the expert, even though he doesn't really play the game. He watches people on YouTube play the game. So, this is 18 count Ada that I dyed myself. Kind of sad about this. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a spot in my fabric. I don't know. I must have been eating or something. I dripped something. I don't know what that is. That's a thread. But yeah, there's a spot right there. So I'm hoping that something will stitch right over that. Let's hope. I don't know, but we'll see. If not, I might try some spot cleaning or something to try to get that out. I don't know how color fast my dyeing methods are. They're probably not color fast at all. So I don't want to try washing this in the slightest. My goal is 1,000 stitches on this. And I've already put in 200 stitches. And I just filled in this block. And then this one and this one. And that was 200 stitches right there. Boom. So 1,000 stitches on this. And I don't have very much farther to go with this. Right here at the end, at this mushroom is where this ends. Because this is a beast. This has been a beast. But this will end, and I can pick up a different border, so that'll be fun. I do like the colors on this. I like that I'm stitching up the little Marios. It's fun. It's a fun stitch. It really is. So I'm glad to have that one out and working on that one. My other goal is 1,000 stitches on my Hade. Boop. Oh, I didn't bring the picture. You guys, I printed off a picture for you and everything so that I can have it right here to show you. Epic fail. Epic fail. Here, you guys look at this and look at my pretty green, all green, and look at this down here while I look up your picture here. Cunning Hade. Images. Nope. Oh, because it switched Hade. That's why. Nope, still not going to come up. Cunning. You guys just hanging out with me while I do some Google searches. See, sometimes you just got to Google search and look for it. Cunning, Slytherin, Heaven, and Earth. Go. Images. See? We'll get there eventually. It worked. Boom. There it is. So what I have stitched so far is up here, this little bit up there. So I've got a little bit of this pattern working on the sides. But can you not even with that snake? What I love is I'm pulling the colors for this, and there's like so many purples, and I'm like, this is Slytherin. Why am I pulling purple? But look at all the purple in that snake. That snake is just freaking glorious. With the locket, I can't wait to start working on that snake and start getting into some funness. But right now, I'm stuck in Greentown forever, just stitching 4 and 5 different greens. And to pull off this dark shading up here, we've got some browns happening in there, if you guys can see it. Get you guys super close on it. This is 18 count Ada that I'm working on. And fun fact, this is supposed to be like white and stuff. There's not a single, this pattern doesn't even call for white. I don't think. There's just a million different shades of grays and purples in there. So, and then also I was working on this. So I have it in my, and you're leaned up against it and you're working on it and you're pushing up against it. And I was wearing a brand new red shirt. Look at that. I got all kinds of red staining on it as I was working. But that's okay because this is a solid, so it'll just stitch right over that. That's fine. Everything's fine. I have already put 200 stitches in here, and I just did fill in a little bit here and worked my way up. So I'm working 10 by 10 just all the way up, and then I'll go 10 over and I'll work all the way down. And as you can see, I'm kind of stretching out and scattering out a little bit. I didn't do it right there for whatever reason, but that's just to make sure that I don't end up with like crisp lines that you can see. As I don't think you can see them. I think I'm doing a pretty good job of making sure you can't see the lines. This was a Christmas break start of 2019. So it's been over a year. And 90% of this was done that Christmas break. And then I didn't touch it again. I had set this goal to do a 10 by 10 block every day. Just do a 10 by 10 block. It didn't happen. Just put 100 stitches in every day. And who knows, maybe I'll pick this up and maybe this will be my next 25/7 and I'll stitch on this for eternity until forever. And because in 25 minutes I can get 100 stitches done. I could do a 10 by 10 block in 25 minutes. And if I'm doing a 10 by 10 block every single day, that's 365 blocks in a year. And who knows? I mean, you get some days when you might put more in. But this is on my Whip Go board 3 times. So I will get 1,000, I will get 3,000 minimum stitches in this year, if not more. We'll see how much it's calling to me. The hardest part is that, again, I'm just green. I might be getting close to some white over here, and then, but I don't think that I hit, well, I might hit the top of this frame and start having some excitingness happening up here in this top part of bit of that frame. If there was a way on a Haid to just skip and stitch that, oh my gosh, I would totally just skip right to that snake head, because looking at that every day would just be amazing. Oh, amazing. That should be my incentive to get me there, but that's not. I need to take some, it's been sitting for so long that it's dusty. I need to get some lint rollers and try to clean this off a bit, but I think I said this is 18 count Aida. I'm stitching this 2/1. It's not bunchy. I think it's covering nicely, and I'll even show you guys the back. There's my back. It's not terrible, not bunching up. Even when I get down here where there's a ton of different colors, it's not giving me too much headache to stitch through it. So yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. That's all I got to say about that. Those are my 2 Whip Go goals. So I've got 200 in each one of those already. My goal yesterday was to get another 100 in each one of those, so approximately 30 minutes or so. That did not happen. I mentioned I got 10.5 hours of sleep last night. Yeah. That's because my husband is home. I feel like with somebody else in charge of the kids, my body is just finally like, okay, you can rest. Tap out. Tap out, you're done. That's basically what I did. So, what else do we have? That's the model that I cannot show you. I wanted to show you that, because I don't think that I had not finished this. So I finished my Whip Go goals. Whip Go goal for March was to get a page finish on my another Slytherin piece. My, where is it? Oh, it's inside there. I think this is the one that's in some weird language that I don't know. Nagini, who is a smaller, shortened, more condensed version of that amazing Haid, was to get a page finish on Nagini, and I did. I got this page over here done. It's 3 pages across. Boom, boom, boom. So I got page 3 done. And I absolutely love it. Love it. Backstitching wasn't terrible on this side. It was basically just outlining a lot up here and putting a couple of French knots in, not like over here. Over here, this was insane. All that backstitching over there was just insane. And I think that I'm like through most of the insane backstitching. I've got a little bit more in Nagini's snout there. But other than that, it's going to be outlining the crest. That's going to be the hardest part. So I got my goal finished. I got it finished on March 31st at like 9 o'clock at night. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I posted it like 9:30. I just got it done in the nick of time. I completed both the Januaries in January, both the Februaries in February, and then I had already completed something wicked earlier in March, and then the other goal was to finish the page finish there. March 31st, I just wasn't feeling it. I was just so tired. I didn't want to work on anything. I was burned out from cross stitching. I'm like, no. There's no way I am not getting a page finish and getting my March goals done in March. So I drug myself down to my stitching spot and forced myself to sit down and get that page finish done. And I think that was exactly what I needed, because after that I was back to stitching. I've been back to stitching every day. I just needed to force myself to get down there and get started on something. And completing a goal is like the best way to get back into stitching. So the very next day was April 1st. And April 1st was Connie from Count Twice Stitch Once. It was her birthday. So she didn't really have a birthday style. She didn't really announce anything that she wanted to do. She was out of town visiting her daughter. So, but Friday night stitching crew that, you know, she stitches with us on Friday. We're like, well, we're stitching something for you, whether you want us to or not, whether you planned it or not. And what better way, because Connie stitches Mill Hills and little kits like bananas. She stitches them so fast, and she does them like all the time. I've never stitched a Mill Hill before. I've never, I had one in my stash. So for Connie's birthday, I got it out and I started it. This is the one I started. It's called Haunted Lantern. I saw this, fun fact, I saw this first at Heart's Desire. Looked at it, picked it up, walked around the store, put it back down, picked it up again, put it back down, and finally left the store without it. Got home and realized I made a huge mistake. I needed it. But I did not take a picture of it. I don't remember what it was called. Nothing. Went back maybe a month or two later. Gone. I don't even remember what it was. So I spent so much time pouring through Mill Hill like catalogs and everything else looking for the one. Finally found it. Finally got it. It was amazing. So this cat down here is a button, which I will show you. First off, I've never done a Mill Hill kit before, but I've heard tell about the threads. Oh, that was not nice. That is not nice. Mill Hill, you need to step up your game. Like, unless half of the fun is sorting the threads, I don't understand the point. I've got light orange, bright orange, yellow, bright orange. I'm just like, oh, how am I supposed to tell the difference between these? I get to be beading. So many pretty beads. I get to do beading. That's going to be fun. There's that button, the cat button. So I finally got through my threads and got them all on this. Obviously I have more thread colors than I have holes. So what I did was I doubled some up. I tried to double up ones that are not, like I didn't put two oranges in the same hole and then totally confused myself. But on the back, I taped an index card so that I can write on what my numbers are. So like this is 300 and this is, 310 obviously, and this is 300. And so I just know what colors are in what spots. And that's how I sorted this out. I feel like I got this at the Silver Needle, but I'm not 100% sure. For anyone wondering, this is what I've gotten done. That was my 1 day's worth of start. I got started on this cat here. I got started on the big pumpkin. Love it. Love it. There's going to be lots of back stitching involved in here inside the lantern. There's like spider webs and stuff inside the lantern. So, but yeah, so far so good. That's the back. So far so good. I'm having fun stitching it. And yeah, that was my start for Connie's birthday. Happy birthday, Connie! Let me wrap this back up so I don't get it all tangled inside my project bag. I just picked one of my smaller project bags and threw it in there. I don't have any more empty Halloween pieces left, but this is fun clocks. I love it. And so I started that on the 1st, and then on the 3rd we're going to Reflections. And the last time I was at Reflections, I bought a chart. I'm gonna cough again. I'm trying not to. Water break. I bought a Cory Batakori chart on clearance, and she saw me buy it, and she's like, if you buy this, you have to start it before you come back, and you're not allowed in the door without that whip. So on the 3rd, that's when we were going. So on the 2nd, which was Friday night, I started that chart. This is my first Cory Batakori chart. Loving it. Love the chart. Love the chart. And how easy it is to read and follow. I have this in my amazing Jasmine Ravenclaw bag, which you will see is big enough to hold my 11 by 11. So, yes. This is the pattern. It's called Halloween in Quilt. And if I'm totally butchering her name, that's how it's spelled. Not even with these boots. The pumpkin. I feel like the boots kind of make a table. And then the pumpkin is sitting on the table. That's how I picture it. But it could be that that pumpkin is wearing the boots. However you would like to see that. So during Friday night chat, I started this up. And did I just drop something? No? Okay. I stitched the whole pumpkin head Friday night, and then Saturday while we were there, I stitched the hat at the Reflections. This is on Picture This Plus Relic 18 count. I don't know where the needle minder came from. The Graham Guard is from I just showed it last week. My brain. I want to say Frosted Pumpkin, but I know it's not Frosted Pumpkin. It's Crab Shack Stitchery. Ha! I got there eventually. So that's what I've gotten done. And it's that pumpkin in the middle. I started center. It's that pumpkin in the middle. So I gotta stitch the boots underneath. I'll probably end up stitching that whole block before I move on to another block. This probably sounds like a good idea. Sounds like a great idea. I said 18 count relic, PTP. I said all the things. Did I do all the things? Yes, I did all the things. Boop. Easy peasy, right into that bag. Freaking love this bag. And that's it, because all I have left in here is my model. I can't show you. I tried to tell Katie to release it as a digital mock-up. She didn't listen. Okay. Are you guys ready for haul? We're at 39 minutes and I haven't even started haul. We're going to be here a while. You might need to pause me, take a potty break, get you a fresh glass of tea, coffee, whatever you may do. Here we go. Okay. They picked up the beads that I needed for my anniversary piece that I'm stitching. Katie and I use the same Peacemaker's needles, so we're always fighting over needles. When we go to the store, we always just like grab all the needles and divvy them up. So I got 5 packs, she got 5 packs. They found this at Keepsakes for me. Live, Laugh, Love, and it's by Rebel Stitcher. I just now noticed it's by Rebel Stitcher. And this was at Keepsakes. That's amazing. Love it. Let's see. How to make this make sense. If the name of the store is on the price tag, I will shout out the name of the store. Otherwise, I don't know where it came from. They picked it up somewhere along. This is from Stitch and Frame in Rock Hill, South Carolina. They picked up Firework Lane for me from Little Stitch Girl. This is my first lane. I have not bought any of her other lanes. And I'm just feeling some patriotic stitching coming, so I asked them to pick that one up for me. I was missing 2 Truckin' Alongs. They picked these up at, I don't know. I was only missing 2 of them. I feel like it might have been Cecilia's that they picked these up in Branson. So they picked up April and May, and now I have all 12 months. Super excited about that. So there's those. Okay, let me back up, because every day I was giving them a scavenger hunt. So I was giving them different patterns to look for every day. Now, if they didn't find them on day 1, they could continue looking for them and still continue looking and still continue looking. But each day I gave them new patterns to look for. I just thought it was a fun way. I wasn't like, this is my demands and you must fill them. It was a fun something to look for each time you go into a store. Because I know what it's like to go into a new store and you don't know what you're looking for, but you just want to look. So it's fun to have something that you're actually trying to keep your eye out for. The one that I gave them at the very first day was Keys to the Kingdom by Rosewood Manor. I've seen Crowns to the Kingdom stitched up and all Kreinik, all sparkly, beautiful, beautiful, freaking stunning. And I'm like, oh my God, that is so cool. But I don't know what I would do with that in my house. And Laura, ever so sweetly, was like, they have a Keys one too. And I was like, oh, Harry Potter and Keys. Yep, that will go in my Harry Potter room. Easy peasy. Stitching it all up in Kreinik. Beautiful, sparkly, shiny. Yes. I imagine myself stitching them in such a gold key, such a silver key, such a bronze key. All different shades of Kreiniks that you can imagine. So that was the very first pattern I gave them. And I think that they picked it up at like one of the last stores. So, boom! There it is. All that lead up. Let me see. Keys to the Kingdom. Nope, it just has a price tag on it. It doesn't say. So, there it is. This has an alphabet in it. I'm not even going to shy away from it because that's fine. I love this so much. All those keys are absolutely amazing. And as I'm flipping through the pattern, I can't show you, but they've got like little motifs of keys. They've got Kathy's keys, Henry's keys, Jake's keys, Dylan's keys, initial keys, welcome keys. There's just different little tiny patterns that you could stitch that aren't just, and they're different keys that aren't even on the main pattern. I don't think. Maybe they are. They might be on the main pattern. But the back, this is all sparkly, shiny, some bronze ones, some gold ones, silver. Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun making this sparkly and shiny. I have no plans of starting it anytime soon. I'm just very happy that it is in my possession and I have it. And in the scavenger hunt for this, they were like, I found crosses to the kingdom, but no keys to the kingdom. I was like, oh, there's crosses? What? Because I have another room that's decorated with a lot of my husband's Catholic. So crosses and rosaries and stuff like that. I was like, oh my God, I would actually stitch that one. And they had already gone from the store. So then it was gone. So someday I will get crosses to the kingdom as well. I know that Griffins to the Kingdom or something like that just came out, and it's cool, And then get Griffins, Gryffindors. It could go with the whole magical. I don't have a burning desire to stitch that one like I do this one. And maybe the crosses. Okay. This is a Sam Sarah design. It's called Witch's Pantry. It's called Witch's Pantry. And I'm going to show you, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 3, 1, 2. Okay, so there's the 6 pattern series, and each one comes with the button pack, which is really cool. And I think if I open it up, you can see the whole thing. So this is part number 1. Oh, you just look at those freaking birds. Look at the noses on those birds. That is amazing. 2 ravens. This is the top of the pantry. You can see the pantry is down here in progress. This is like an in progress picture if we're still working on it. So that's number 1. And then number 2 is right here. So it's like maybe the first shelf. Different bottles, potions. I'm thinking these are teeth, bones, a candle. Loving it. Loving it. Looks like there's some different types of stitches going on in this too. There's the next one, part 3. Again, they all come with that button pack. Number 4. Eyeballs. Is that a snake? That might be a snake. Oh my gosh, in a jar. I hope the lid isn't on it. Poor little dead snake. And then I don't have to open this one. It's just all right here. So this is one of the side pieces. That feather looks like it's going to be fun to stitch. I said sarcastically. Again, no plans. This was in the clearance bin, all 6 pieces, and yeah, just something to have fun in my Halloween stash. So yeah, and I don't know what store that was from. So this one is, I don't know who it's from, but or what store it's from, but it's from White Lion Needle Art Designs. And Laura sent me a picture and said, oh my god, this is so you. And when your friends take a picture of something and send it to you and they say, oh my god, this is you, you have to say yes, because your friends know you better than you, right? So yes, she picked this up for me. You couldn't handle me even if I came with instructions. For real. And it's pretty because it's got all the little flowers and it just looks so dainty and pretty. And then it says, haha, you can't handle me. This was another scavenger hunt. I have the first 2 already. So I have, I have through June already. And then this is July, August, and September. Can you not even with that happy little crab? Freaking love him. And then they got October, November, and December, and this one is all complete, all 12 months. That turkey. I love that the December one isn't like overly Christmas. It's just a pretty house. Something is beeping in my house. I don't know what. And I don't know what store they got that from either. There's no name on there. Something Wicked, box and smalls. This is a Sue Hillis design. All charts and assembly instructions are included. So will you not eat? Can you? I mean, oh my gosh. So this is like on a tape measure. This is like a pin cushion. This is a coffin box. You've got this pattern plus this pattern, and then you've got this big one. And you've got this one, because this goes around the side of it. And then you put all these little pieces inside this thing. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh, this looks like it's finished in a hoop. I can see the little thing right there. So this is going to be fun to stitch up all the separate little pieces and try to assemble the whole entire thing. That's fun. From multiple places. So this one is from Keepsakes, and I don't know who the other ones are from. But I've already done the Sue Hillis, Sue Hillis. I've already done the Sue Hillis pirate one where it says, well-behaved women rarely make history. So I picked up this one, Burned to Perfection. And the reason I wanted this one is because if my husband is barbecuing, for me, he knows he needs to burn it because I like my stuff to be crispy. Crispy, and I don't mean charred, but like put a little blackening on it and we'll be happy. Light that thing on fire. They picked up this one for me because it's just fun. This is a tiny little ornament size one. And this one. I wanted this one in particular because teenagers. That's all I'm going to say. Just teenagers. I feel like every time I'm mad at one of them, I should pick this up and stitch on it. Okay, so then I got Hands-On Design, Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen. What does it say? The 25th. The buttons say the 25th. I don't have the buttons, obviously, but it does come with the little piece of felt that's sewn right there on top. I don't know that I will stitch this as finish it like it's finished, but can you imagine just stitching this up like that and just finishing that? That's cute. I don't know. We'll see. I have no plans on when to start this. This is the 31st. And what is she calling these block parties? But look at that. How cute. With the pumpkins down there, and it came with a piece of felt too. Silver Creek Samplers. I love you to death. And then I could put me and my husband's initials down there. This would be a nice another anniversary piece. What is that called? Reaping Love. And another Silver Creek Samplers. I believe these were like expo releases. Wicked Stitcher Society. I love it. I love it. And Society, can we not even? Of course I had to. Of course I had to. And then they picked up some fun fabric for me. I have no idea. These were like in probably scrap bins or something like that. You look at this. That looks like a bat right there. That's a bat. And a cat. Oh my god. There's the bat. There's the cat. Or it could be an owl. But I feel like it's a cat because it has a tail. Look at that. Oh my gosh. The sad part is it's way down there at the bottom. It's probably going to get cut off. I mean, unless I did like a small little trim. I don't know what. I could stitch something up in here and then... Oh, I don't know. Ideas. This one has a tag on it and it's called Mud Puddle. Dying to Stitch. 16 count. It's just a pretty brown, pretty cream brown. Not green, cream. In case that was confusing, I'm sorry. Okay. This was another scavenger hunt one that I asked them to pick up. Let me start with January. We have Country Cottage Needleworks. And, I mean, these pictures are so tiny, but I've seen these finished pictures and seen them stitched up and stuff, and they're so freaking cute. Look at those snowmen and that tiny little house. I don't know. Let's crack one of these open and see what the actual stitch count is on one of these. Because don't know how big they actually are. I'll accidentally show you guys the pattern here. 45 by 125. That's not bad. That's not bad. Not bad at all. So that was January. February, and this is what sold me on the series, actually, was February's. Oh, it just gets blurry. It's so freaking cute. All the pink, that little pink house. And then there's like trays of cakes down here and up here. And some letters and some hearts in there. Cute. And March, with the rainbows and the greenhouse and the leprechauns, 4-leaf clovers. Yeah, so cute. So cute. And again, these are called Sampler of the Month, and it's called March Sampler, and this is Country Cottage Needleworks. And here's April with the freaking bunnies and the eggs and the carrots. And here's May, and May's got bees with a bee skip. I don't know what those are. Are those? I don't know what that is. Maybe when I stitch them up. I don't know what those blue things are. Maybe when I stitch them up, I'll figure it out. They kind of look like punch buggy cars, but I don't understand why they're upside down. I don't know what they are. But that series is not yet complete, so I've got through May. I did kit up April, and I do plan on starting April here in the month of April. I don't know that I'll finish it, but I did kit it up, and I do have all the floss for it. And I actually bought May. I mean, I bought all of these. Let's be real. I paid them back for all of the haul. But I bought May at Reflections when I was there. They had May. And then I also got Winter 3-tier tray from Madame Chantilly. I already have Spring, and I have Easter, and I have the 4th of July one. And so now I have the winter one. I am collecting those as I see them. It's not like a dire I need it right now. And then I picked up floss to start The Beatings Will Continue Until Morale Improves. So I picked up floss to start that one. It's all DMC. And then I picked up Midnight, and I picked up Clockwork Orange. Didn't I pick up Clockwork? Oh, there it is. Almost panicked. I picked up Midnight and Clockwork Orange for some stitching challenges coming up. And then I think that these are all the colors for the April stitch. And can you not even with these colors? Look at that. Oh, there's brown hiding back there. Look at how springy those pretty colors are. I love it. They're all pastel-y and so pretty. That's going to be a fun stitch here in spring. Done. That was all my haul. Theirs is a lot longer video than mine, guaranteed. Yeah. Settle in for theirs. And then I did, spoiler alert, but not really, because video's already been out for a while. I got my rainbow pair of scissors that was in the March box. I got those. And haul plans. Plans are to continue working on my 25/7, my whip goal. I actually want to finish my 1,000 stitches in each of those before I start my April stitches. And by stitches, I mean the beatings will continue because they kitted that one up. And then the April sampler one from Country Cottage. And then I also want to stitch April hands-on design, the Gear and Celebration one. I want to stitch that one up too. So my goal for this next week is to probably get most, if not all, of my progress done on my whip go Whip Go Whips. If I'm stitching 100 to 200, I mean, on the weekend, I could probably stitch 200 each day. So, hi. I should have tested out my voice. Okay. I'm done dying now. So, I get these, like, coughing fits. It's like dry throat. And I just start coughing and coughing and coughing and I can't stop coughing. So that's why my eyes are all I had left was Magical Haul, and I was almost done. I was so close. I'm so sorry. Okay. I got Magical Haul this week. I got 2 new potions. This was a new release, and it sold out right away. So I'm super glad that I grabbed one. But it's Skeleton Grow. And this bottle it's like skull shaped up here. That's so cool. And then she puts her sticker on it. So you can see the eyes are like sunken in. And then it comes clear, but like with all of her potions. Mix it up and it becomes swirly. Amazing. Love it. And I love her attention to detail on her labels. It says 1,100 drops, a remedy for bone growth, skeleton growth, bona fide results every time. Sold only by Rubens, Winkus and Company Inc. And I just noticed she didn't put her own store name anywhere on here. So, and then I need to crack this one open and actually drink some. It's Pepper Up, and it's got a fun little seal. It's got a face with steam coming out of the ears. So I don't know if you remember, but in some of the books, in one of the books for sure, I don't remember which one, but there was a part, there's a little hair. There was a part where everybody was getting sick and Madame Pomfrey was having to hand out Pepper Up like crazy. And kids were walking around with smoke coming out of their ears. So it's Grim Sweetness Apothecary is her store name. Pepper Up potion cures the common cold, warms you through and through, may cause ears to spew steam. I seriously need some of this in real life. And it's got a fun little charm. And then it comes orange. And it makes it swirly. I'm gonna have to edit this video like crazy. Okay. I hope my coughing didn't scare anybody. I will live. This is just what I normally go through every spring and every fall. I get this sinusy drainage, and then my throat just starts going. I'm fine. I promise. I am fine. I will live. This too shall pass. And that's all I got for you. I was seriously 4 minutes away from finishing when my throat kicked in. I am so overjoyed with the amount of people purchasing shirts for me. I am flooding in orders right now. I've got shirts just piled out, and just know that I am working on them. I'm super excited to be doing these shirts for you guys. I do know that it's probably going to be a slow process, so some of the people that are just now getting orders in, it's going to be a little bit of a slow process. I'm one person. I got 3 orders done last night before I passed out. So if I can get 3 to 4 orders done a day, I'll be golden. My processing time is 2 weeks, just to be on the safe side. So hopefully nobody will freak out that their shirts are taking too long. I want to thank anybody. If anybody has shouted me out that I am not aware of, please let me know. I would love to go and thank them and, you know, watch their channel and shout them out for shouting me out, because, you know, this whole thing goes in a circle. Let me know if you're here because of somebody that shouted you my way. And I think that's all I've got. Join my Facebook group, Stitching Goddess Designs, if you're interested in t-shirts. I've got all of my designs posted there. I don't have any, well, I do have one right here, made and ready. This is a red shirt with black lettering, and this is my newest shirt that I just put out like last week. I think I stitched Therefore I Stash is on the front. This is the front of the shirt, so that's right off to the side there. And then on the back we've got this, and it says Death Before D-Stash. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So that's my newest shirt. If you're interested in that, again, just join my Facebook group and answer the simple questions there, and then look through all the shirts and send me a private message, and I'll be happy to work with you. And that's all I got for this week. So I will see you guys next week before I start coughing again. Hopefully I'll be better and I won't be a coughing mess. And yeah, bye.